I'm noticing that I'm not remembering peace very often these days. And I'm not remembering love very often these days. And I'm not remembering acceptance of what is and let go very often these days. There's a lot of tension in my body. The mind is filled with too much information and much uncertainty. And there is a near constant sense that the mechanism, the body mind, named Prahas, is under siege, is being threatened by unseen dangers, by a virus which we don't understand much about yet, by politics which seem particularly filled with harmfulness. And has the potential to affect me directly, by technologies which are advancing so quickly. So there's a sense that the mechanism is under siege, is threatened. And this affects the operation of the mechanism. So the muscles tense up. There's a feeling of fogginess or cloudiness. Uh, it's very hot, it's summer. And so there's this kind of discomfort that arises from the heat. And then there's this mental overwhelm, this inability to make sense of the world. So, given all of those things, where is peace to be found? Where is love to be found? Where is relaxation to be found, and acceptance and let go? Well, I think one needs to go to the roots. Fundamentally, what is being threatened is the survival of this mechanism, the physical body, which is called Prahas. Fundamentally, what I'm confronting is fear of death. Not just my own death, the death of many, many other people, potentially. And so I need to return to one of the core attachments, right? I'm attached to the physical body living. I'm attached. I desire more life, right? Buddha said desire leads to suffering, and through meditation, the desires dissolve. Attachment leads to suffering, and through meditation, the attachments dissolve. This is one of the core ones. This is a challenging thing to let go of, right? Can I simply watch? Can I simply watch without clinging, without fighting, as my body is ravaged by the virus? Can I simply watch as the people around me fall sick and die in ever increasing numbers? Can I simply accept without struggle the world population going from 7.7 billion people to 6 billion people to 5 billion people to 4 billion people? And all of the pain and all of the trauma that would accompany that? Because if I can't, I'm going to try to figure it out and fight to survive. So I need to be a little bit careful here. If I feel sick, and if I can, if healthcare is available, if aspirin is available, if vitamin C is available, There's no reason not to take it. I'll take the vitamins and I'll go to the doctor if I can do that. So it's not that I don't take care of the body, but it's the emotion around it. Am I panicking? Am I freaking out? Am I fighting for the health care? I've been thinking a lot about self-defense. If I'm being attacked, shall I not defend myself? This is what my Aikido teacher taught me. He said, you have a sacred, you have a right to a sacred space around your body. I don't know if it's a right, but he said, you have a right to a sacred space around your body. There's no reason to allow anybody to hurt you. And if you have skill in Aikido, if someone comes to punch you or stab you with a knife, you can neutralize the attack. So, and he would say that this is appropriate. Do you just allow the attackers to just run over you, run over your family, run over your friends? Do you try to escape? Perhaps there's no escape. Perhaps we are cornered. Then we fight. We attempt to neutralize the attack so that no damage is done to myself, my friends, my family. No damage is done to the people around us, and even no damage is done to the attacker. Our Aikido is perfect, so we neutralize the attacking energy without doing any damage. This is the sort of perfect Aikido. I've seen it done. It's possible. and we strain our medical labs to the breaking point in search for a vaccine and in search for treatments for this new unknown virus. Self-defense. Perhaps we need to remember the code of the samurai. The samurai was taught never to fight if there was anger inside. If the samurai warrior was in a fight, but they noticed that there was anger welling up inside, they were taught not to strike because the anger discolored the ability to strike cleanly. The anger was like an obstacle to seeing clearly how to fight, how to strike. So they were taught to be clear and still inside, and only then could they fight. And I think by extension, it's not just anger, right? I mean, it's fear, certainly. It's greed, it's ambition, it's jealousy, right? I mean, any of these things, if they're there, they're going to cloud your perception. They're going to make you less clear. So you're not going to be able to see how to respond. Are we, as we respond to these threats, are we clear? Are we free of fear and anger? I'm not. So my clarity is diminished. So that the choices that I make are not as divinely guided. They're not in the flow. They're not in alignment. And I think we need to ask, are, I mean, really, we need to start with ourselves, but we can also wonder about the other people around us. Are the medical researchers in a clear place, the way the samurai has been told to be clear before he acts or she acts? There are threats. Perhaps there is a right to a sacred space around our bodies. Perhaps it's time for action. But we need to invoke the samurai code. I need to get back to clarity. I need to get back to a clear channel so that there's not so much fear and there's not so much anger and so that I can move in alignment. And perhaps moving in alignment will bring more relaxation, will bring more let go, and will bring more love, and will bring more peace.